under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, Madam Secretary.
First District, David Ham.
Here.
Second District, Gloria Slade. Third District, Charlie Brown.
Here.
Fourth District, Pete Wendemulder.
Present.
Fifth District, Christine Sid.
Here.
Sixth District, Ted Bilski.
Here.
Seventh District, Randy Newman.
Present.
I would like to acknowledge the presence of our Councilman Charlie Brown, the president of our council. It's a pleasure to have you back with us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good to see you, Charlie.
The minutes,
Madam Chair, make a motion to approve November 14th regular meeting minutes.
Second.
motion's been made in second, discussion. All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion passes 6-1 absent. Awards and resolutions.
Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion to approve resolution number 2360, resolution honoring Crown Point High School's. Jeffrey, can you help me with the last name? Mesheed, recipient of the Phil N. Askew Mental Attitude Award.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded.
I will read it into the record.
Thank you.
Whereas students and professional athletes nurtured and trained in Lake County, Indiana, have consistently shown excellence in all sporting endeavors. And whereas Lake County has generously set forth its spirited and athletic youth to compete with other youths of this state and every country and nation of this world. And whereas Lake County is justly proud of its sons and daughters who have so willingly taken upon themselves the hardships and disciplines, both physical and mental, which successful participation in sporting events demands. And whereas Jeffrey Mesheed, is that it? Mesheed, a 4-year member of the Crown Point High School Bulldogs football team, plays on the offensive line and was selected a team captain this season. Jeffrey maintains a perfect 4.0 GPA and is also a member of the school orchestra, playing the upright bass. And whereas the Phil N. Askew Mental Attitude Award is annually presented to a senior who is nominated by his principal and coach and has demonstrated excellence in mental attitude, scholarship, leadership, and athletic ability during the 4 years of high school. And whereas during the award ceremony at the 2023 6A football state finals, Crown Point versus Ben Davis, the IHSAA Executive Committee announced that Jeffrey Mesheed was the recipient of the Phil N. Askew Mental Attitude Award in Class 6A football. Now, therefore, let it be resolved that the Lake County Council and all citizens of Lake County extend congratulations and praise to Jeffrey Mesheed, recipient of the Phil N. Askew Mental Attitude Award in Class 6A football, and that a copy of this resolution shall appear in the official records of the Lake County Council and an official copy be delivered to Jeffrey. Duly adopted by the Lake County Council this 12th day of December 2023.
All in favor? All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion passes. Congratulations. Yeah, it's quite an honor. Do you have a few words to say, or someone in your family, or is your coach or anyone here? Okay.
Is this your mom and dad here? And is that your sister?
All right.
It's a
Congratulations.
team effort to get you there, right?
Yeah, congratulations to you, the entire Crown Point Bulldog community. What an outstanding season, full of accomplishments. Very proud to represent Crown Point on the county council, along with Councilman Lindermoller and Councilman Bilski. What a great community, awesome students. You're going to do great things, young man. Very proud of you. Great job.
Looking to play football in the future still? Yeah. Where are you going?
Okay. Purdue.
IU has a new coach. Change up everything.
Congratulations. You don't have to stay for the whole meeting. Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
have
you.
support there. Okay, announcements. The notice of the 2024 monthly regular meetings and study session dates were distributed by George. I believe everybody had a chance to review those. I don't think it's, do we have to vote on those dates? No.
It's just notice to the press.
Okay. Acknowledgements. I had one that I wanted to mention. And that is Public Defender Board Member Attorney Felipe Sanchez was presented with the most prestigious alumni award given by the Indiana University Maurer School of Law in Bloomington when he was installed as one of the 2023 Academy of Law Fellows. Felipe's picture has been permanently added to the wall inside the law school with all prior recipients. So congratulations to him.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
without a doubt, I'm happy to be back after 7 months, but I want to introduce you all to my wife, who has been taking good care of me over these last 7 months. And I call her the warden because she won't even let me drive yet. So, my wife, Angela Stanley.
Well, thank you. Well, we're just glad you're here and got your health back and you look great. And yeah, you always need a nurse, right? Someone to help you. And who better than your wife?
Thank you, Andrew.
Yes. Parks and Recreation.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I'd like to make a motion to approve a resolution to approve a temporary loan not to exceed $1,500,000 from the Lake County Parks and Recreation Board's Bond Fund Number 4354, Bond Fund Number 4353, and Non-Reverting Land Fund Number 1116 to the Lake County Parks and Recreation Board's Operating Fund Number 1107 and Non-Reverting Operating Fund Number 1117.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Discussion? Nope, hearing none. Roll call, please.
Ham,
Yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Lincoln,
Yes.
Bilski,
Yes.
Neemeyer,
Yes.
Stanley.
Yes, motion passes 6-1 absent.
Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion to approve transfer from Park and Recreation Fund 1107 from 61160 Office and Clerical 25,000, 61170 Skilled Craft Workers 20,000 to 61190 Part-Time 25,000 and 61320 FICA deduction 20,000 for a total of 45,000.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Discussion? All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 6-1 absent.
Also, we have item C, I'd like to make a motion on the to approve the grant applications and grant approvals from Grant Oversight Committee. Number 1, Lake County Parks and Recreation Department, Indiana Department of Natural Resources, President Benjamin Harrison Conservation Trust, fiscal year 2023 land acquisition grant application. Lake County Parks, number 2, Lake County Parks and Recreation Department, Little Calumet River Basin Development Commission grant application for land acquisition, Spurlock property acquisition number 1. Number 3, Lake County Parks and Recreation Department, Little Calumet River Basin Development Commission grant application for land acquisition, Spurlock property acquisition number 2. 4, Lake County Parks and Recreation Department as a subrecipient to the Nature Conservancy, as a subrecipient to the National Fish and Wildlife Foundation, U.S. Department of Interior, U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service Great Lakes Restoration Initiative, Grand Calumet River Area of Concern Habitat Restoration Management Project Grant Subaward.
Second.
Motion's been made in second to
Good Lord.
approve.
So, yeah, that's why they create acronyms.
That's word salad right there.
Discussion? All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion passes 6-1 absent.
Item 7 is mine as well. Administrative Services 9204. Make a motion to create a new line item for LC Parks ARP Act NLCT Grant Fund 9443, 64110 land purchases. The appropriation to LC Park.
One at a time.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Second.
that's-
I'm rolling.
Okay, I know you are. You want to get out of here. Where you going? Okay. Motion's been made and seconded to create new line item. Discussion. Roll call, please.
Brown,
Yes.
Linda Mulder,
Yes.
Bilski,
Yes.
Niemeyer.
Yes.
Ham,
Yes.
Sid.
Yes, motion passes 6-1 absent. Now,
Okay, thank you. Make a motion to approve an appropriation at Lake County Parks ARP Act NLCT Grant Fund 9443, 64110 land purchases of $1,157,500.
Second.
motion's been made and seconded. Discussion. Roll call, please.
Linda Mulder,
Yes.
Bilski,
Yes.
Niemeyer.
Yes.
Ham.
Yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Sid.
Yes, motion passes 6-1 absent.
Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
Merry
Thank you.
Christmas.
Happy holidays.
Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion for the Plan Commission Ordinance 2566, Ryan and Melanie R. Plank, owners, and McMahon Associates Incorporated petitioner, 11/15/23, which was a favorable recommendation from the Plan Commission.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion been made and seconded. Discussion. Roll call, please.
Bilski,
Yes.
Niemeyer.
Yes.
Ham.
Yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Linda Mulder.
Yes.
Sid.
Yes, motion passes 6-1 absent.
Thank you. I don't see any of you. Y'all, everyone in the room have a happy and healthy holiday.
You
Yep.
too.
Christmas.
You
Merry
too.
Christmas,
Happy
Ed.
New Year.
Merry Christmas.
I'm going to take this one.
Yes, please.
Madam Chair, make a motion to approve an appropriation from the Supplemental Public Defender Fund 1405, 63190, other professional services in the amount of $60,000.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Discussion. Roll call, please.
Niemeyer.
Yes.
Ham.
Yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Linda Mulder,
Yes.
Bilski,
Yes.
Sid.
Yes, motion passes 6-1 absent.
Madam Chair, criminal courts. Move for approval of a transfer in the general fund from 61120 professionals, $20,000, 61160 office and clerical, $5,000, 61210 longevity deduction, 1,000, to 63190 other professional services, $15,000, and 63290 other communications and transportation, 11,000, for a total transfer of $26,000.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Discussion. Scott Ida never came forward with, I remember her saying that this wasn't enough till the end of the year.
No, she didn't.
Did it?
I-
Okay.
I think it's been difficult for her to estimate.
Yeah, we had to advertise, so, okay. All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 6-1 absent.
I'll take the next one,
Sure.
Madam Chair.
Thank you.
Sheriff 8001, we have item A is, I make a motion to approve a transfer from the County General Fund 1001 from 61140 Protective Services, $6,000, 62110 Office Supplies, $30,000, 62220 Garage and Motors, $20,000, 63188 Employment Testing, $10,000, 63620 Equipment Repair, $15,000, 63670 Other Repairs, $14,000, and 61190 Part-Time, $6,000, and 61190 Part-Time, $6,000, and 64490 other equipment, $89,000 for a total of $95,000.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Discussion?
Now, this is for the camera project, right?
Yeah.
Is that the one in the jail or is that the real-time
Those are
crime center?
Fixed traffic cameras around the county.
Okay. And those are cameras that are here or ones that we're installing?
They'll be installing if we get the money moved.
Okay. Thank you.
Any further discussion? All in favor, signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 6-1 absent.
Item B is, I make a motion to approve a transfer from Public Safety Cadget Non-Reverting Fund 4010 from 63620 Equipment Repair 14,000, 64420 Office Machines 30,000 to 64490 Other Equipment 44,000.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Discussion? All in favor, signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 6-1 absent.
Item C, grant application, grant approval, grant oversight committee. I make a motion to approve the Lake County Sheriff's Department Marine Patrol Unit, U.S. Department of Homeland Security, Indiana Department of Natural Resources 2024 Marine Patrol Assistance Grant.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded.
Is this for a new boat?
No, this is not. This is a grant that we normally provide services to the, basically doing port checks across the entire 26 miles of National Lakeshore. And we get this on an annual basis, and this is part of the services that we provide for the security of the lakefront.
Thank you.
Okay, any further discussion? All in favor, signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 6-1 absent.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
I had a very, very brief discussion with Scott about how do we get a handle on all these transfers coming in at the end of the year, which would seemingly indicate that there's been a larger than needed request at the beginning of the year. So I'm going to work with him on this to come up with some kind of concept whereby we don't have all of these requests for transfers if we reduce the budget of each one. It seems like it's a matter of folks salting away money and then going to ask for these transfers at the end of the year. I may be wrong totally, but I would like to take a deep dive on that.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
there's a certain amount of beefing up, but some of these, Charlie, are murder trials, things that we can't predict what's going to come up, expenses. And what's really hurting us the most is action taken in Indianapolis that now forces us to incarcerate damn near 1,000 people a day in that jail and can't put them on work release. And so some of us were getting killed in that jail in these costs, and they need to be put on work release, reduce the jail population. But a lot of these are driven costs, so it's no different than your household budget. I said about so much each side, but if I need a new roof, I got to either go to my savings account or take something out of another. I got to rob from Peter to pay Paul. And that's kind of what we're doing. So I don't know if you can completely eliminate it, but I think you definitely probably have some moving of money just so it's built in to cover it. And I think that, not to be malfeasance, but I think most of that was done by our elected officials and department heads in order, because they know those weaknesses and know where to move it. And so they just keep that money there so that they can play with it. But they definitely, that's my spin on it.
Madam Chair.
Yes.
I agree with Councilman Brown that there's some questions that I asked throughout the budget process was, there's things that as we look at each line item that kind of stand out that say, boy, there's opportunity here to do a little better in what we do. So I'd be happy to work on that with you, Charlie.
Are you going to be around?
I'm planning next year.
Look who's talking. No.
No comment.
Can't predict the future.
Nope, that's correct.
Welcome back. We look forward to working with you next year.
Thank you.
Okay, Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. Okay, Coroner's Office.
Okay, Madam Chair, I make a motion to create a new line item in County General Fund 1001 is 64490 other equipment.
Second.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Discussion, roll call, please.
Ham,
Yeah.
Brown,
Yes.
Linda Mulder,
Yes.
Bilski,
Yes.
Neemeyer.
Yes.
Sid.
Yes, motion passes 6-1 absent.
So just for a little presentation purposes for the public, this transfer is being made to complete the purchase of some new autopsy tables that were desperately needed and had usually been acquired through grants, and this time grants weren't available for them. So this is why the transfer is being made. I make a motion to approve transfer from County General Fund 1001 from 61150 paraprofessionals, 96,000, 62255 pathology supplies, 15,000 to 61190 part-time, 6,000 and 64490 other equipment, 105,000 for a total of 111,000.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Discussion. All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion passes 6-1 absent.
Seems like I've got Dave Ham's role this meeting of reading it.
You're doing wonderful.
And I see you got your bottle of water. If you ready.
Right.
County Highway.
Okay, Madam Chair, I make a motion to approve an interlocal agreement by and between the town of St. John, Indiana and Lake County, Indiana for the replacement of Lake County Bridge number 268 Joliet Street over St. John Ditch in the town of St. John.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Discussion. Roll call, please.
Brown,
Yes.
Linda Mulder,
Yes.
Bilski,
Yes.
Neemeyer,
Yes.
Yes.
Sid.
Yes. Motion passes 6-1 absent.
Prosecutor.
Yes, prosecutor.
Madam Chair, move to approve an ordinance amending the Lake County part-time employee pay rate ordinance for 2023, ordinance number 1478C.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Discussion. Roll call, please.
Linda Mulder,
Yes.
Bilski,
Yes.
Neemeyer,
Yes.
Ham,
Yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Sid.
Yes, motion passes 6-1 absent.
Madam Chair, motion to suspend the rules.
Second.
Motion's been made to suspend with the rules. Roll call, please.
Bilski,
Yes.
Neemeyer.
Yes.
Ham,
Yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Linda Mulder,
Yes.
Sid.
Yes, motion passes 6-1 absent.
Madam Chair, I move to approve the ordinance on second reading.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded to approve on second reading. Discussion. Roll call, please.
Neemeyer,
Yes.
Ham,
Yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Linda Mulder.
Yes.
Bilski,
Yes.
Sid.
Yes, motion passes 6-1 absent.
Madam Chair, I move to approve an ordinance amending the Lake County 2024 salary ordinance, ordinance number 1488N, establishing deputy prosecuting attorney salary increases in the Lake County Prosecutor's Office, 1001-9001.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Discussion. Roll call, please.
Ham,
Yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Yes.
Bilski,
Yes.
Neemeyer.
Yes.
Sid.
Yes, motion passes 6-1 absent.
Madam Chair, motion to suspend the rules.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded to suspend the rules. Roll call, please.
Brown,
Yes.
Linda Mulder,
Yes.
Bilski,
Yes.
Neemeyer.
Yes.
Ham,
Yes.
Sid.
Yes, motion passes 6-1 absent.
Madam Chair, motion to approve the ordinance on second reading.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded to approve on second reading. Discussion. Roll call, please.
Linda Mulder,
Yes.
Bilski,
Yes.
Neemeyer.
Yes.
Ham,
Yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Sid.
Yes, motion passes 6-1 absent.
Madam Chair, move to approve a transfer in the pretrial diversion fund 7135 from 61160 office and clerical in the amount of $8,000 to 63231 travel registration, the amount of $4,000, and 63233 travel lodging in the amount of $4,000.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Discussion. All in favor signify by aye. Aye. Opposed. Motion passes 6-1 absent.
Madam Chair, move to approve a revised 144 Prosecutors Elderly Abuse Fund 8127, retroactive to July 1st of 2023. 11031-001 admin coordinator investigator, presently at $64,890, proposed $67,486 for a difference of $2,596. 11402-002 administrative assistant, $38,934, proposed $40,491 for a difference of $1,557. 11402-003 administrative assistant, presently $38,934, proposed $40,491 for a difference of $1,557. 11403-001 case monitor, presently $45,423, proposed $47,240 for a difference of $1,817 for a total presently of $188,181, proposed $195,708 for a difference of $7,527.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Discussion?
Madam Chair, why aren't these things done like this in the budgetary process? It's retroactive to 7/1.
They were
Oh.
put in for the increase during the budget process, but this fund is funded through the state, which
Okay.
runs July through June.
Got it. Thank you.
All right, any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Bilski,
Yes.
Neemeyer.
Yes.
Ham,
Yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Linda Mulder,
Yes.
Sia.
Yes, motion passes 6-1 absent.
Madam Chair, move to approve a resolution to approve a transfer of $314.64 from the Lake County Prosecutor's Pretrial Diversion Fund, Fund number 7135-9001, to the Child Support Incentive Fund, Fund number 4428-9001.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Discussion? Roll call, please.
Neemeyer,
Yes.
Ham,
Yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Linda Mulder,
Yes.
Bilski,
Yes.
Sia.
Yes, motion passes 6-1 absent.
Madam Chair, I move to approve the grant applications and grant approvals from the Grant Oversight Committee. Number one, Lake County Prosecutor's Office, U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Indiana Department of Child Services, Title 4D, Child Support Enforcement, Federal Financial Participation Program, fiscal year 2024 to 2025 grant renewal application. And number two, Lake County Prosecutor's Office, U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Indiana Department of Child Services, Title 4D, Child Support Enforcement, Regular Incentive Grant Program, fiscal year 2024 to 2025 grant renewal application.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Discussion? All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion passes 6-1 absent.
Thank you. Happy holidays.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Happy
too.
holidays to you. Commissioners 911. Commissioners transfer on here. Who's that? Councilman Brown? Or
Who covered this at the study session?
Niemeyer?
Madam Chair, I'll make a motion to approve transfer E911 Operating Fund 1014 from 61340 Group Insurance Deduction $40,000 to 61320 FICA Deduction $15,000 and 61330 PERF Deduction $25,000.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Discussion? All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion passes 6-1 absent.
Madam Chair, I move
Thanks,
for
Mark.
approval in Department 2006.
There's do you have something else on agenda or that was last week? Oh, no. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Councilman.
A transfer in the reassessment 2015 Fund 1337 from 62110 office supplies $400 to 64490 other equipment.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Discussion, all in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion passes 6-1 absent. Lake County Clerk. Councilman Brown,
You
going
want-
to take care of those grant approvals?
Madam President, grant application and grant approvals for Grant Oversight Committee. Lake County Clerk's Office, U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Indiana Department of Child Services, Title 6D, Child Support Enforcement, Federal Financial Participation Program, fiscal year 2024 to 2025, grant renewal application.
Motion's been made. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion been made and seconded. Discussion. All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion passes 6-1 absent.
The second one, Lake County Clerk's Office, U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and Indiana Department of Child Services, Title 4D, Child Support Enforcement, Regular Incentive Grant Program, fiscal year 2024 to 2025 grant renewal application.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Discussion. All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion passes 6-1 absent.
Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion to approve grant application and grant approval from the Grant Oversight Committee for Lake Superior Court Juvenile Division, Indiana Department of Corrections, IDOC Juvenile Community Corrections Program, 2024-2025 grant renewal application.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Discussion. All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion passes 6-1 absent.
Madam Chair, in Department 4007, move for approval of a grant application, Lake Superior Court Juvenile Division, U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Indiana Department of Child Services, 4D Child Support Enforcement, Federal Finance Precipitation, fiscal year 24-25 grant renewal.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Discussion. All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion passes 6-1 absent.
I move for Lake County Superior Court Juvenile Division, U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Indiana Department of Child Services, 4D Child Support Enforcement, Regular Incentive Grant Program for the fiscal year of 24-25 grant renewal.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Discussion. All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion passes 6-1 absent. Lake County Commissioners. Councilman Bilski.
Madam Chair, I make a motion to approve a transfer from the Community Cap Fund 1651 from line item 6440 motor vehicles, $246,500 and 64510 other capital outlay of $50,000. Transferred to 63995 other services and charges of a total of $296,500 or so moved.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Discussion.
What exactly is this for, Madam Chair?
Commissioners repeat.
It's utilities, end of your utility bills that need to get paid,
We gotta pay those?
unfortunately, until we get to solar.
Candlelight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank the council for taking it especially Council Lady Sid for taking it on not really emergency situation.
Yeah,
Unusual situation. I appreciate it.
the last meeting of the year.
Thanks, Mike.
Okay, any other discussion? Okay, all in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion passes 6-1 absent. County Council.
An ordinance concerning the holiday schedule for the calendar year 2024. I so move.
Second.
Motion been made and seconded. Discussion. All in favor signify by aye. Aye. Opposed. We need roll call. These are ordinances. And we need suspension. I thought we did this. Oh, no, we didn't. Never mind. Okay, roll call, please.
Ham,
Yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Linda Mulder,
Yes.
Bilski.
Yes.
Neemeyer,
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes.
Sid.
I was
Yes.
myself.
Motion passes 6-1 absent.
An ordinance,
We need suspension of the rules.
oh, I'm sorry. Madam Chair, may we suspend the rules to adopt this ordinance on second?
Motion's been made and seconded to suspend with the
Second.
rules. Oh, I thought, okay, motion's been made and seconded to suspend with the rules.
I'm second.
Roll call, please.
Brown,
Yes.
Linda Mulder,
Yes.
Bilski,
Yes.
Neemeyer,
Yes.
Ham,
Yes.
Sid.
Yes, motion passes 6-1 absent. Approval on second reading?
So move.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded for approval on second reading. Discussion? Roll call, please.
Linda Mulder,
Yes.
Bilski,
Yes.
Neemeyer,
Yes.
Ham,
Yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Sid.
Yes, motion passes 6-1 absent.
But did they change that a while ago where we had to do 2 readings on some of these ordinances like these for? I thought at one point we only did 1 reading on them, and then just recently we went to have them doing 2. Was that something that changed legislative wise or law wise?
There's statutes that outline certain types of motions, like for zone changes, that require just one appropriations. Appropriations are just one, but otherwise it's 2 readings. So if it doesn't fit in an exception where there's just 1 reading, go to 2. And so far, it's been 2.
Okay. Councilman Brown.
An ordinance for the Lake County part-time employees pay rate ordinance for 2024. So move.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Discussion? Roll call, please.
Bilski,
Yes.
Neemeyer,
Yes.
Ham,
Yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Linda Mulder,
Yes.
Sid.
Yes, motion passes 6-1 absent.
Suspend the rules.
Suspend the rules, please. Request to suspend the rules.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded to suspend with the rules. Roll call, please.
Neemeyer,
Yes.
Ham,
Yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Linda Mulder,
Yes.
Bilski.
Yes.
Sid.
Yes, motion passes 6-1 absent. Need second reading.
I move for its adoption on second reading, the ordinance for part-time employees.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded to approve on second reading. Discussion? Roll call, please.
Ham,
Yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Linda Mulder,
Yes.
Bilski,
Yes.
Neemeyer.
Yes.
Sid.
Yes, motion passes 6-1 absent.
Madam Chairman, I make a motion to suspend or to postpone item 3 until we get the information. So till the January of 24 meeting.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded to defer to the January 9th, 2024 meeting.
For the mileage.
Roll call, please.
What, can I raise a question? Why
Yes.
We don't have the amount yet. We don't know the
We don't have the rate
rate.
from the
for
state.
Okay.
It might, we usually don't get it from the federal government sometimes until the almost March. So,
Roll call, please.
Brown,
Yes.
Linda Mulder,
Yes.
Bilski,
yes.
Neemeyer,
Yes.
Ham,
Yes.
Sid.
Yes, motion passes 6-1 absent. Okay, resolutions, Councilman Brown.
Yes, one of my favorites here. Homeland Security, when we were doing the sheriff's request for not new weapons, what was it?
Radio.
Radios, I'm
Oh,
sorry,
yeah.
radios. And I raised the question at that time, well, why not Homeland Security also upgrading their radios? And we finally worked this out through a resolution that we would provide some funding for Homeland Security to also upgrade their radios.
Great.
So, so moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. That's okay. You're not required to second.
I just try to be helpful.
Motion's been made and seconded. Discussion? Okay, roll call, please.
Linda Mulder,
Yes.
Bilski.
Yes.
Neemeyer,
Yes.
Ham,
Yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Sid.
Yes, motion passes 6-1 absent.
Make a comment real quick. Guys, thank you so much for your support of our department. There's no way we would have been able to do this with our current budget, and we appreciate your support. Thank you so much.
Thank you for what you do.
Happy holidays.
Thank you.
Next one. Councilman Brown.
Is this me also?
Um,
A resolution to approve the transfer
Council Business.
to the self-insurance non-reverting liability fund, Fund 4541. Group insurance non-reverting account fund 1001-9999. I sound like that guy that ran for president. And Fund 414.
It's a name from the past.
Jail inmate medical non-reverting fund. I so moved.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Discussion. Roll call, please.
Bilski,
Yes.
Neemeyer.
Yes.
Ham,
Yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Linda Mulder,
Yes.
Sid,
Yes, motion passes 6-1 absent. Okay, consummate calls. Ooh, these are always fun. Okay.
Madam Chair, I make a motion to open up nominations for Northwest Indiana Community Action Corporations.
Second.
Once is an elected official.
There's a motion to open up nominations and a second. All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion passed.
Madam Chair, I nominate Councilman Pete Linderman with a proxy of Tim Brown.
Second. Oh, you don't need a second.
Yeah.
Motion vote.
Motion to close nomination.
Okay, all in favor of motion to close nominations?
Aye.
Exactly.
Motion passes. Motion to seat.
Second.
No.
No.
Oh, I thought you were making.
Requesting a
to
motion to seat.
motion to see.
Second.
Aye.
Motion's been made to seat Pete Linda Mulder for the Northwest Indiana Community Action Corporation appointee.
With the proxy of Tim Brown.
Yeah, I think he chooses his
Yeah,
own proxy.
Right, Leonard.
Yeah. All in favor signify by aye.
That one is
Aye.
negative.
Aye.
Proxy.
Motion
What?
passes.
Too late.
Contractor Licensing Board.
Madam Chair, I move to open nomination.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded to open nominations. All in favor signify by aye.
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 Opposed, motion passes. Nominations,
I'm sure I don't have it right in front of me. I think we have,
Charlie,
okay.
I'm on this.
you are. Would you like to
Motion to
continue to be on it?
Did you want to do this while I was gone?
No.
Put yourself down.
Madam Chair, I nominate Councilman Brown.
Second, I need a second. Motion to close nominations.
Second.
Okay, Councilman Brown has been nominated and nomination, motions to close and seconded to close nominations. All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion passes.
Motion to seat Councilman Brown.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded to seat Councilman Charlie Brown.
Right.
All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion passes 6-1 absent. Congratulations. Sid Gardner Scholarship Committee.
Madam Chair, make a motion to open up nominations.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded to open up nominations. All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion passes.
Madam
Nominations,
Chairman, I nominate yourself and Councilman P. Linderman for Scholarship Committee.
okay.
Motion to close nomination.
Nominees have been named and motion to close. All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Motion passes 6-1 absent. Okay, Commission on Veterans Affairs.
Madam Chair, motion to open up.
Oh, motion to seat.
Oh, I'm sorry. Make a motion to seat both yourself and Councilman Pete into the Garner Scholarship Committee.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded to seat Pete Linda Mulder and Christine Sid for the Garner Scholarship Committee. There's gotta be easier, cleaner way to do this.
Mhm.
Just,
You'd think so.
yeah.
Tom?
We have a lot of all at once like this.
I know, Lake County Study Commission of Veterans Affairs, Lake County Council Member,
Is that right?
Councilman Bilski.
Motion to open nomination.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded to open nominations. All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Madam
Motion
Chair, I
passes.
nominate Councilman Bilski.
Second.
Any other nominations?
Motion to close nomination.
Um, Is there a second to that?
Second.
Oh, motion's been made and seconded to close nominations. All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Motion passes 6-1 absent.
Motion to seat Councilman Bilski.
Motion's been made to seat Councilman Ted Bilski. And seconded.
Second.
All in favor signify by aye. Aye. Opposed, motion passes 6-1 absent. You would think that if there was only one nomination, that it would automatically be seated, right?
Unanimous consent or whatever.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Lake County Redevelopment Commission.
It says, yeah, we went through that.
Madam Chair, I move to open nominations for Lake County Redevelopment Commission.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded to open up nominations. All in favor signify aye.
Aye.
Motion passes 6-1 absent.
Madam Chairman, like to nominate, John Brezak and
Christine?
and yourself, Council Lady Sid.
Motion's been made. Nominations have been made. Any other nominations?
Motion to close.
Second.
Motion to close nominations made and seconded. All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed.
Motion to
Motion
seat the two.
passes.
Second.
Motion's been made to seek the nominations. Nominees. And seconded. All in favor signify by aye. Aye. Opposed. Motion passes 6-1 absent. Citizens appointment, Veterans Memorial Parkway.
Madam Chairman, make a motion to open up nominations.
Okay.
Motion's been made and seconded to open up nominations. All in favor signify by aye. Aye. Opposed. Motion passes 6-1 absent.
Madam Chair, I make a motion to reappoint the two open seats.
Okay, that's Donald Levinson and Jack Parton.
Yes, ma'am.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Well, we don't need a second right now.
Motion
Oh,
to
did you
close-
make a close? Motion to close,
Nomination.
seconded by, seconded. All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed,
Motion to
motion
seat.
passes. Motion to seat, is there a second?
Second.
And seconded, all in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion passes. Contractors Licensing Board.
Madam Chair, make a motion to open up nominations.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded to open up nominations. All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion passes. Nominees,
Madam Chairman, I make a motion to reappoint Sidequest for the electricians and Sell for the plumbing industry.
okay, motion's been made and seconded. Nominees have been made. Motion to close.
Motion to close nomination.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded to close nominations. All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion passes 6-1 absent.
Motion to seat the two.
Second.
Motion motion's been made and seconded to seat Sal Espino and Dave Soderquist. All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, motion passes 6-1 absent. Peter Boa.
Madam Chair, I move to open nomination.
Second.
Motion's been made to open up nominations. All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Madam Chair, I nominate Carly Brandenburg and Kenneth Barksdale for reappointment.
Motion to close.
Second.
Motion to close nominations and seconded. All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Motion passes 6-1 absent.
Motion to seat the two.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded to see Carly Brandenburg and Kenneth Barksdale. All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion passes. County Domestic Violence Fatality Review Team. First one is a civil criminal judge, Calvin Hawkins.
Was this the one?
This is a prosecutor. We have to make motion to add it on.
Okay.
But, would somebody like to,
Motion to open nominations.
motion's been made to open up nominations for, civil criminal judge for county domestic violence route 2. Is there a second?
Second.
Second.
All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Nominee,
Nominate Judge Hawkins.
Motion to close.
motion to close nominations. Second, oh, it
Second.
was seconded. All in favor signify by aye.
Aye. Motion to seat.
Motion's been made to seat and seconded. All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Motion passes 6-1 absent. Okay.
Madam Chairman, I make the motion.
Well, before we move on,
Okay.
we need to add, I've requested that on the fellow county domestic violence fatality review team, Nadia Waldrop served as the appointee for the prosecutor. She has now taken a position with the U.S. Attorney's Office. So we need to, appoint, someone to take that position. So, we have a name from the prosecutor.
Okay.
Oh, we do?
Yes, we do. And so, but first I need a motion to place it on the
Motion to
agenda.
add that to the agenda.
Second.
Okay, motion's been made and seconded to add to the agenda. Discussion, roll call, please.
Ham,
Yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Mulder,
Yes.
Bilski,
Yes.
Niemeyer,
Yes.
Sid.
Yes, motion passes 6-1. Okay, Pete, please.
Yes. So wait, do we have to open nominations
Mr.
again?
Chairman.
Okay, Madam
I'm
Chair,
sorry, Shirley, I've entered the meeting gloriously, so I will vote in the affirmative.
Welcome, thank you.
Madam Chair, I move to open nominations for the county domestic violence fatality review team.
Second.
Motion's been made and second to open up nominations. All in favor, signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion passes 6-1 absent.
Madam Chair, I move to nominate Infinity Westberg to fill out the remainder of the term for Nadia Wardrop.
Motion to close.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded to close nominations. All in favor, signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion passes.
Madam Chair, I move to seat
Second.
Infinity Westberg.
Motion's been made and seconded to seat Infinity Westward. All in favor, signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion passes 6-1 absent. Okay, consulting contract agreements.
Madam Chairman, make a motion, item number 20F-1, Linda S. Garcia Marmoleo, attorney at law contract. They make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Discussion? Roll call, please.
Lay,
Yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Linda Mulder,
Yes.
Bilski,
Yes.
Niemeyer,
Yes.
Ham,
Yes.
Sid.
Yes, motion passes 7-0.
Madam Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to approve item number 20F2, the law office of Thomas O'Donnell. And that's
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded to approve the contract for Thomas O'Donnell.
Does he wish to continue to serve?
It would be my pleasure.
All right.
You're gonna walk.
Question, Madam Chair. Question.
Yes,
I noticed in the agreement, bond counsel would be usual and customary. What is it? The fees for this service shall be the usual and customary fees applicable to the services rendered by the consultant and current and bond warrant fundings undertaken by and or involving the council. What does that mean?
Well, what's happened on previous bonds is that as local council, the bond council in Indianapolis sets our fee as a flat fee. And it's just determined by what the lead council sets it at. And
So attorneys that we hire set the fees for other attorneys.
seems to be the way it's happened.
That doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah, well, and I don't perceive there's gonna be any bond issues either in the next year, but.
That was my one question on the agreement. The other parts of the agreement look good, but that was so vague that I think leaving that open without some sort of definition could create a conflict when we do have a bond issuance.
Although I was late, I agree with Mr. Niemeyer. The cost of issuance should come back to us to approve. I've never heard we're bond counsel, and I've did a lot of bonds. I've never heard, the last one I did was for Canadian National, which is a rather big operation, and it came back for our approval. I mean,
We would have that.
so all costs of issuance should come back.
We just not approve the bond if we don't
Yeah.
want fees.
Understood, but it's kind of like throwing the baby out with the bathwater.
Well, I didn't want to approve the other bonds.
Well, right, but I'm just saying for clarity's sake, reading that, it just seems extremely vague and if
I get it.
if attorneys in
agree.
Indianapolis are determining fees that the county council is going to be asked to pay our attorneys, it seems like we should have something here in this agreement that would allow for that oversight to take place locally.
Well, I'm going beyond you. How should bond counsel get paid without our approval?
Agreed.
Everything in the cost of issuance. Local counsel is in the cost of issuance. It has to come back here.
I do enjoy these discussions with you, Cloris. We've had several.
Yeah, they have to come back.
Yeah.
What I thought the question was, it's not written in here that
Right.
it will come back. Is that to automatically assume that it would have to come back to the county council?
Well, it would in the bond itself that we have to approve.
We have to approve the
Those-
bond, yeah.
Those would be listed in there.
Is listed in the bond. You recall this year we voted on the judgment bond, and those costs of issuance were provided to the council.
Are we talking about the bond itself coming back or the rate in which they both be compensated?
We vote on the whole bond, and it includes the cost of issuance.
And if we remember, the original cost of issuance on the local level was much higher prior to this last bond because of some of the objections that were raised here. So again, I'm just concerned about the vague nature of that provision in the agreement.
Yeah, it would come back to the council for approval, and, I would obviously defer to the council on that.
Well, I'm greatly concerned that I'm agreeing with Councilman Niemeyer and Councilman Blake.
That's fine. Let me write this down here real quick.
I'm not gonna write it down. It's not the kids.
We could make up a plaque. All the words in yours.
Okay, any further discussion on the issue?
This moment.
Okay, roll call, please.
Brown,
Yes.
Mulder,
Yes.
Bilski,
Yes.
Niemeyer,
No,
Ham,
Yeah.
Lay,
Yes.
Sia.
Yes. Motion passes 6.
Madam,
What? Yes.
Madam President, on item number 20F3, I'd ask for no action. 20F4, I'd ask for approval of the law office of Shauna D. Levinson.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded.
question. What will be Shauna's role for this council?
She will be doing litigation at state and federal level, as well as appellate litigation.
Is that currently the role that Counselor Bishop plays?
Yes.
Okay. Any further discussion?
Now, I saw a text or an email or something from Attorney Bishop. Is his temporary or is he saying I'm stepping aside permanently?
His,
I'm sorry.
he's indicating that he is not in a position right now to undertake the contract.
Okay. Madam Chair, one more comment, please.
Yes.
It's my belief that in these cases of that type of litigation as described by Mr. O'Donnell, that we should be considering lawyers based on expertise, based on the particular case that's being considered on behalf of the county, rather than necessarily having someone under contract for it. I think that that should probably be an à la carte function where we don't need to have a contract with someone, but rather hire someone for specific litigation with a specific skill set. Thank you.
Okay, any other discussion? Roll call, please.
Linda Mulder,
Yes.
Bilski,
Yes.
Neemeyer,
No.
Ham,
Yes.
Lay,
Yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Sid.
Yes, motion passes 6-1 absent. Okay, discussions. Oracle, anything new on Oracle? Councilman Niemeyer?
Unfortunately, I was not able to make the data board meeting. Scott, did you go to that or attend it?
Yeah, I attended the data board, but we didn't have like a real conversation on Oracle in that one. But there's a kickoff meeting this afternoon, onboarding Baker Tilly. And there's going to be a transition period to shift some duties or all duties from HTC to Baker Tilly.
Madam Chair.
Yes, Councilman.
Is it the intention of the working group to apply the entire suite of products under Oracle? Because there's been some talk in my conversations with the treasurer and others that we kind of picked and chose the parts of the program that we wanted to apply and others didn't, which to me creates a conflict within the system if you're trying to reconcile numbers and you don't have the application of the entire suite of products.
I mean, I'll let someone else speak about that. I mean, the ERP system has been implemented. The HCM system's implemented. There's various modules that have been implemented that are intact, that are enough. In terms of the whole suite and,
Well, it's like
I'm not- I don't know about that.
integrating all systems into that. Like, is that something that's going to be the intention of?
Oh, you mean like there's the third-party systems that we have beyond Oracle?
Right, so integrating all systems into our one financial management system.
Yeah, I'll leave that to data and their expertise, but that would be ideal if.
I'm not sure I have a ton of faith in the expertise, but because of what's happened and transpired, but that was just something that was on my mind that I wanted to ask in that meeting. But again, I unfortunately couldn't attend. I had another engagement I had to attend to. So.
Well, you could ask, are you available? There's a meeting today. What time is that?
2 p.m.
Oh,
It's
2
a
p.m.
kickoff. I mean, if
I won't be
his
available for
specific
that.
questions
Oh.
more, I think tailored to what Mark Pierman would have to answer.
Okay, I'll have to reach out to Mark and talk to him. Thank you.
Anyone else? Commissioner's veto of tax ordinance, no action on that.
If there's no action, what happens? I'm serious.
Well, I'll let the attorney, Tom, step away, but it's,
Right now, it falls in your court to override the veto if you want. You've got 60 days to do that. My understanding from the commissioners is probably that postpone the issue on the real estate sales tax. What's the commissioner's position right now? It's been vetoed. There's no override. It's of this.
Yeah, I had a meeting with Matt Fetch, Joe Iraq, the commissioners, and Randy Wiley for the auditor's office. The statute actually mandates that the auditor's office take on the responsibility of perfecting the title to these properties, which right now what happens is the commissioners donate the tax certificates to the municipality, and then the municipality has the responsibility of getting the title work, giving the notices to the landowners, and then filing the action to clear the title. This statute actually mandates that the auditor take on that responsibility and that the county council can appropriate up to $1 million
for the cost.
For the costs of that, like the title work and the filing fees and the recording fees and all that. So I'm taking a little bit deeper dive into it. The auditor's office is adamant that they cannot take on that responsibility. There's not employees that would, and they'd have to be lawyers also because they have to file actions in court. So they're asking the council not to override the veto. so that that statute or that ordinance does not go into effect.
Who is currently doing
If it's, for example, if my understanding is if there's been a tax certificate donated to the city of Gary, the redevelopment commission there then takes their lawyers in the redevelopment commission take actions to perfect the title.
Yeah, it's my understanding that, because I thought this was part of, well, this was legislation that the commissioners did desire, but they did not put place in that statute. They don't know how it got in there, who actually put the donation, the $1 million cost to the county. That was not of their writing, so.
For that
yeah,
reason, Madam Chair, I make a motion, we gotta make sure it's clear, that we sustain the commissioner's veto.
You don't really have to make any motion at all.
No,
Yeah.
no,
It's vetoed until we try to override it, so you don't take any action.
I'm making it clear. I understand because I talked to the commissioners. It was explained. I think I spoke to Tom O'Donnell as well. And I agree.
Madam Chair,
Yes, Councilman.
since I proposed the ordinance through the city of Gary, I certainly will not override the commissioner's veto. I represent the county. I see no reason for us to put up $1 million. I further see no reason for us to perform quiet titles and anything of that nature for the city. They are the recipient and they're asking for the property. The cost of property is for them to clean it up themselves. I don't think we should pay anything.
Right.
And that includes Gary, Highland, Griffin, anybody else in this county. Say, John, I represent the county. So I will not vote to override the commissioner's veto. But I think we should take some type of action. I don't think we should not say anything. Again, we're going to get enough to override in the future that we don't agree with. We agree with this. So I think a motion should be made, put on the floor to override the commissioner's veto. And you vote against that. It has to be put in an affirmative way.
All it has to be.
Either uphold the veto. Which one is it, Ray? Uphold?
I asked to sustain the veto.
Action.
Yeah,
So in other.
no action is an action.
Okay, no, to sustain it, you still should take a vote. I mean, it's here, we should dispose of it. In the future, if the council wants to bring it back, I understand your position, they can do that.
Yeah, you can make a motion to,
Not override?
right, or basically by statute, 60 days, you have 60 days to override. Once that 60 days passes, there's no,
Falls off.
if you, so you did, usually we just let it fly. We're not.
Yeah. That's,
Well,
yeah, that's the best action is to let
no,
it
it's
be, but
best
it's,
action, not to take no action, that's not good action.
Yeah.
But certainly, I believe it should be put on the floor, and we not override the commissioner's veto.
I agree with Councilman July.
Yeah, put it on the floor.
I don't think you harm anything by doing that.
I'm sorry?
You don't harm anything by doing that, the procedure.
I understand what you're saying, but I would rather take a vote.
I mean, you can.
Or you could postpone it indefinite. That means you never take a vote. You can vote on something altogether different if you don't want to vote directly on what's before us.
okay, what's the pleasure? Councilman Lace, and
Well-
want to put this on the agenda.
I move that we, has to be in the affirmative now, we sustain the veto of the commissioners, but I will be voting no to my own motion.
Wait a minute.
But-
not-
wait.
Sustain with me.
Yeah,
Yes, you have to put it in a part. No motion is made negatively. The positive motion is to do what they said yes, and then vote the opposite way.
you just said you were gonna vote.
Oh, I just told you
Oh,
my vote.
You were gonna vote no.
But if you vote no, then you're not sustaining the.
No, you can make a motion in a body this small, you can
No.
make a motion to
Favor.
allow it on the floor. I want it on the floor so we can take a vote. So if it'll make you happy, I will withdraw the fact that I said I wouldn't vote for it during the motion. I move to sustain the veto of the commissioners. Well, no, you're getting me confused now.
I am totally.
Yeah, Ray, give us a motion. We want to vote on this.
My advice would be at this, meeting, take no action.
We've gotten rid of that advice. Like, give us the next-
Well, we didn't get rid of that.
Well, plan B.
I like that advice. We're different there.
You want to make a motion to sustain their veto.
That's what I thought. That's
You
what
can do that.
But your vote wouldn't be no, your vote would be yes.
Yeah, you want to vote no if you don't want to do it. I was telling the body, I'm going to vote no. That was more to the six
No,
other.
but they're saying you shouldn't vote. You should vote yes.
No, that's not parliament. No. The idea of a motion and the second is to put it on the board for debate. You don't have to, in the group this small, you just want to debate it. I want to get it out of the way.
We already debated it. Okay, there's a motion on the floor.
To
Want to repeat your motion to sustain
Yeah.
the commissioner's veto? Is there a second? Motion fails.
I'm willing to table the veto.
I don't think we need to take any action.
That would not be a proper motion. If you don't want to vote on it, postpone it indefinite. That sends it out at never land forever. Or as you would say, deferred indefinite and send it out in the never land.
Well,
That helps clarify it. I'll make
get,
a
get,
motion to defer
get
it.
tricky here. I'll vote no.
No,
On
I'll
what?
vote no. I'm gonna make a motion to override the commissioner's veto and hope that everybody votes no against it.
Oh, no.
Okay, I can live with that.
Okay?
Playing with fire.
Go ahead and make the motion.
Oh, no.
I'll second Dave's motion.
To override.
motion's been made and seconded to override the commissioner's veto. Any further discussion? Okay, roll call, please.
Bilski,
No.
Neemeyer,
No.
Ham,
No.
Lay,
Soft no.
Brown,
Brown's undecided.
The first time in 17 years I ever made a second, I made a motion and voted against myself. That's my only reason I did it, because I never say it.
No.
Sid,
No, motion passes.
No, motion fails.
I mean, sorry, motion fails. Was it to
Unanimous.
override? Well, not unanimously, one abstention, 6-1 abstention. Okay, public comment. Anyone wish to speak? Would you come to the mic, please, and state your name, and do we still ask for addresses? Good afternoon.
Good morning. My name is Lynn. I live in Schererville, Indiana. To the council, thank you for all you do for Lake County. My comments today concern the Lake County Board of Health. Many Lake County residents are looking forward to attending future Lake County Board of Health meetings in 2024. Other large counties throughout Indiana have been conducting public health board meetings for years. Lake County Board of Health has been operating under the radar and in the shadows for several years. Now that it is public knowledge that there will be a Board of Health meeting held in February, there is one question. Why is the Health Board scheduling their meeting for 7:30 a.m.? One may wonder why this early hour in the morning has been decided upon when people are getting ready to go to work or are already at work. What about parents who want to attend but are getting their children ready for school or daycare or on their way to work? I cannot help but think that perhaps the Lake County Board of Health is actively trying to discourage the public from attending meetings with this inopportune early morning meeting time. It is our wish that the Lake County Board of Health follow the example of the council meetings, commissioners meetings, and the election board meetings with a public yearly schedule of meetings complete with times that are convenient to the public and an appropriate meeting place location. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Appreciate your concern. Yeah, that is a rather early meeting. Maybe it's board members have jobs and they're conducting their meeting before. I really don't know. But that's a good question.
We have explanation at our January.
Yes.
Well, even with the explanation, I think we should tell them to change it. They're there for the benefit of the public. I mean, and I guess I was late coming to at 10 o'clock. I know what would have happened at 7:30 this morning. But I was on my way to Highland for, I thought it was a party going. I'm sorry for that. No, I don't think we created this board. I'm sure it was created under the council. Yeah, that's
Statute, yeah.
okay, but it still, we're required to do it. And I think they should have a more appropriate time. I mean, if the public is coming here saying they can't meet at 7:30, they're meeting purely for the benefit, I guess, for them to meet and go to work. I guess whoever's on the board.
That was just my thought. I don't know if that's the case at all.
Well, I don't know either. The first I heard it was this morning. 7:30 is too early. They have to have hopefully some.
What is the hot bucket topic that's got everybody so fired up they want to go to the meeting? Is there something, did something happen, or is this like an anti-vax thing, anti-mask thing? Is it,
Ted,
what's it all about?
Would you want to step up to the mic, please? State your name.
My name is Barbara Catellis from Hobart, and good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
The reason we want to know what's going on at the health department is because they are getting $4.7 million of taxpayer money. That's 31 times the amount they got last year. So if you don't mind. What brings me here today is the appropriations budget for the public health department in Lake County. I know this won't be discussed until the January meeting, but I want you to think about a few things. Some taxpayers and myself have shared a few concerns with Councilman Niemeyer about how the health department is being operated. The public health department seems unwilling to engage with the public. This has been going on for quite some time. For example, our repeated records requests for minutes of the meetings have been denied, except for minutes from 2 meetings. We got minutes from one meeting in 2021, and minutes from one meeting in 2022. Now our records requests are being referred to the Harris Law Firm instead of the Commissioner's attorney. This is an extra expense for taxpayers. Withholding minutes of meetings of a public agency is a violation of Indiana's open door law. It's my hope that the council will carefully scrutinize the appropriations being requested by the health department. Where is their plan that includes basic measurement of success metrics?
What is that?
Success
Matrix? I couldn't.
success metrics.
Okay.
Measurement of success of their plans and how they use the money.
Budget, so like the mosquito abatement program, you guys are opposed to that kind of stuff, is that what I'm getting? You don't want mosquito abatement, you don't want the.
No. So for instance, they establish some kind of, okay, one of the things on their appropriations is lead detection.
Right.
Okay. How are they going to measure the success of whatever new program they come up with? One that's even more difficult is, say, obesity. So if they have programs to combat obesity, how are they going to measure how successful it is? What metrics are they using? What measurement? I mean, if they're getting 31 times more money, will we see 31 more times success? Now, I know we won't, but that's what I meant. We need to know how they're measuring their success with all this money, because all the counties can opt out of SEA4 at a future date, and they may want to if there's not enough success. I mean, $4.7 million is a lot of taxpayer money.
Have these concerns been raised with the Board of Health?
Well, yes, we have requested minutes from their meetings.
No, the specific questions that you just raised, have they been raised with the Board of Health?
I contacted Nick Dauphin by phone and by letter and asked him, before they opted into SEA 4, I asked him why he was going to. And he told me that if they don't take the money, someone else will. And at first, he answered my correspondence. I asked what were the dates of the meetings they had in 2021 and 2022, and he told me the dates. So then I did a records request for the minutes for those meetings. And he told me they only had minutes for one meeting in 2019 and one in 2022. And then I wrote him again and asked, could you please give me the dates of the meetings in 2020 and in 2023? And he never answered me. At that point, I think he must have been told not to talk to me anymore. I don't know. But it's my hope that the council will carefully scrutinize the appropriations requested by the health department.
But that's what I'm getting at. But what is the project that you're afraid they're not gonna spend money on, or that they're gonna spend money on?
I'm afraid that we won't know how they spend the money or what they spend it on because of their mode of non-communication. I mean, if they're not willing to produce minutes, will they be willing to produce anything else?
Can I jump in here?
Yes.
Chairman? This new statute mandates compliance requirements with the State Board of Health. I mean, the Lake County Board has to enter into an interlocal agreement with the local health departments. They have to provide core improvement in core areas, like this young lady's talking about the obesity and
smoking,
mortality. There's many core issues that they then have to answer to the State Board of Health. So, and you know, I'm not saying you're in the wrong place totally, but the health department is under the Board of Commissioners. They appoint the health board, and then the health board, by statute, picks the director. So
I realize that, but I also know that you will appropriate the money, correct?
Well, the state is the one that created this. The state legislature created this statute to improve health outcomes. I mean, that's the goal, is investing all this money to improve health outcomes.
Right.
Madam Chair.
Yes.
Participate in this discussion.
Mandated vaccines and stuff that created legislation down there to kill all this.
I think the gist of this comes down to just simple transparency. You have over $4 million of taxpayer money, and it's essentially a bureaucracy answering to another bureaucracy, which usually doesn't create great government. When the local Board of Health is answering to the State Board of Health, who knows where they're getting their metrics from. We'll have a chance to debate the appropriations and what they're for the next meeting when that's on our agenda. But in general, transparency is one of the easiest things we can do in government to help folks like Barb and Lynn access the government to ask questions. I mean, we have this public comment here in this public forum, and I think everybody treats the public with respect, and the Republic treats us with respect, and usually we can answer questions. If we can't, we can find the answers. So I think just simple steps of transparency is a great first step in kind of settling some of this down, giving people a chance to have their say in how their taxpayer dollars are being spent, because this fund was created from surpluses that was created by the taxpayers. So I support your efforts of transparency, and I think it's the minimum government can do for its people is provide information when asked for it.
This could be easily solved in a couple of hours if there was will to do it.
Are they
Madam Chair, I probably could tell how to solve it in a few minutes. First of all, you were right with your initial statement. It's a violation of the open door law. There's a gentleman downstate called Lou Britt. who's the public access officer. I can give you the number to the governor.
We have gone through those channels and we get, yes, we have. First time he said our request was too vague and the next time he said it was too broad. And then when we tried to get a specific list of dates so that we could request minutes for certain dates, the Harris Law Firm wrote back.
No, I'm not talking about Harris. You talking
okay.
about your Harris.
Well,
What did the public access officer about minutes? They have to give you the minutes.
Well, according to him, our requests were too vague and then they were too broad.
From the public, from
Public,
the
Luke
state.
Britt.
How is the minutes for a specific meeting too broad? The last
That's
time,
what I say.
last time he told me something like that, I sued him. And I won quite a few times. No, it's not broad. It's not broad. I have to with it. It's not broad. His number, well, you say you know his numbers. You call the governor's office and tell them to transfer you. No, they have to maintain minutes. And you're asking for the minutes. That's all. Don't get into details about what's in the minutes. You want to see the minutes.
Right.
No, that can't be broad. The minutes for December the 12th, 2023 of this meeting, it's not broad. That's all you want to see. You don't want to.
The thing is, if,
Well, he better be ready.
okay, Mr. Doffin gave me a list of dates of the meetings, but he only had minutes for
Well,
2 of those meetings.
That's a violation. They have to
Yeah.
it's a body. They have to maintain minutes. That's a requirement. We have to maintain minutes here.
I know. And speaking of that, I want to compliment,
Perhaps were those meetings held? Or maybe those meetings weren't held, maybe they were scheduled but not held.
They'd have to
And
tell them.
was that during the COVID time when they weren't meeting, even though they scheduled meetings?
I asked for minutes all the way back to 2020 and have only got minutes from 2 meetings. However, I just want to say in closing, I want to compliment the city council because they put their meetings on YouTube. This is only the 2nd meeting of the council I've attended in person. I really love the debate. It doesn't really happen so much like this in some other meetings. And I enjoy the debate and the taxpayer comments at the end. If it doesn't matter what time an agency has their meetings, if it's on YouTube, because any person and on any day at any hour can watch the meeting. And that's what I would love to see for all of the agencies, but especially for the public health department. Thank you for going the extra mile. And Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Yes, Merry Christmas. Anyone else in the public, please?
Maybe we should unfund them. Get rid of them. Sounds like they're a screwed up industry.
Hi, my name is Sheila. I'm from Schererville. It's a different topic. First, I would like to thank our Lake County Council for all the work you do. We are very proud to live in a growing county in Indiana. We all have strong Midwestern values, and we will go to great ends to keep them. I wanted to let you know some of the happenings in neighboring states. It is apparent some of them are not paying attention to we, the people. For instance, in Green Charter Township in Michigan, they have voted out their entire board for planning a Chinese electric battery factory. They used the power of their vote to remove every single one of them that supported China more than we, the people. Everyone should have a voice and all facts should be provided. This company was called Goshen, but they can call themselves any name they want, and most people do not support the use of Chinese parts companies and batteries, and it should not happen. That is an example of government working the way it is supposed to. Another instance is in Manteno, Illinois. The governor of Illinois is not only famous for his size, he is despised and also the tyrannical king of backroom deals. The people of Manteno also organized and voiced displeasure at the idea of an electric car battery plant. The old Kmart distribution center would become a Goshen plant, loyal to the Chinese Communist Party. Marco Rubio even wrote a letter. Here is a small quote from the letter. To the extent of the CCP control over Goshen is explicitly mentioned in the company's corporate bylaws, which require the company to carry our party activities in accordance with the Constitution of the Chinese Communist Party. In 2021, Goshen High Tech hosted several company retreats where employees were mandated to recite a pledge of loyalty to the party, including to fight for communism. Veterans came forward. Many citizens voiced horror at the idea. People of the town believed that Manteno was failing them and failing our country. However, even these monstrous facts didn't change any Manteno elected officials' minds. The people of Manteno are organizing and trying to hire an attorney to help preserve and protect this typical American town. Although I'm sure this type of backroom deal would never happen in Lake County, I wanted to let you know what's happening in towns surrounding and nearby Lake County. Cobalt and lithium is used in electric car batteries. I even came across a YouTube video of a cobalt mine showing slavery of beautiful Black children in the Congo, some as small as 4 years old. It said on the YouTube video that if a child brings any cobalt home, they cut off their hands. You see, China bought the Congo, and this is a terrible thing to see. I don't have the Bible memorized, but I remember hearing that if anyone hurts my little children, better they have a millstone around their neck. Personally, I am very against slavery anywhere. We will not be complicit in this crime involving cobalt mines that use child slave labor to produce Chinese electric car batteries anywhere in our precious Lake County. If I ever hear of news that Lake County is considering doing business with Chinese electric car batteries or building a factory for a Chinese company called Goshen, I would be looking for open public meetings for full disclosure of all the details before any contracts are signed. As I said, we are very proud to live in a growing county in Indiana, but let's make sure we are growing in an ethical, moral, and responsible way. Thank you for your time. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Any other further public comments? Please come forward. One more gentleman.
I'm sorry. On the front page of the Epic Times this week, Americans say no to electric vehicle revolution.
Who's the Epic Times? I don't know who that is. So, where's it from? United States or?
It's international. It started with China. It's not Chinese though. And then.
I heard enough. I'm good. I'm good. That's okay. I got enough wacky things to read.
My name is Ron. I'm from Crown Point. My degree is epidemiology, public environmental health. I have 25 years experience in environmental health compliance. I've worked for health departments, Indianapolis Health and Hospital Corporation. I've worked for industry as an industrial hygienist. I've worked for hazardous waste remediation companies. I'm now retired. But with this experience, I'm concerned about the current masking policy of this building. Mask has been proven that they're not effective. The consequences of wearing masks, oxygen reduction, facial blemishes, infections, rebreathing germs are deleterious. CDC is very clear that general population wet mask wearing is deleterious to the general health of the population. We have a vaccination that's being pushed by economic reasons by the CDC. This vaccination, everyone who takes the vaccination, if you all did, you signed a waiver, knowing that this is an experimental vaccine. Companies are forcing employees as a condition of employment to be fully vaccinated. When you sign that waiver, you waive every right to consequences. There's been over 1 million adverse consequences in 3 years from the suite of vaccines, so-called vaccines
that we've been delivered, over 1 million. Any vaccine or any drug that has over 50 adverse consequences is pulled off the market. Why isn't 1 million adverse effects pulled off the market? Because it's experimental. You agreed to be a lab rat.
Yep.
You agreed to be a lab rat. Why? Why? This county allowing mandatory masking in this building. Why? Why is this county?
I think you're wrong about that.
Where's
statement.
that at?
We're not.
What's that? It's on the door. Right there. You want to see it?
That's probably somebody who had a meeting there. We don't have a mandatory mask.
If it is, we're on the balance. It's on the door as we walk in the door. Masks required. 6 foot distancing, absolutely ludicrous. Germs don't jump 6 feet. Germs don't jump 6 inches. It's direct contact. There's no way of preventing direct contact and be alive. I am concerned that this county has the power, and this council has the power over the health department.
Yeah, no.
Through your funding, you follow the money. Follow the money. You have power over the health department through the money. Use the money. Use that to control them and force them to be transparent and accountable. These are failed policies based on political agendas, not on health outcomes. Absolutely ridiculous. Thank you and Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Now we know what the issues are.
I have something. This is great.
I just want to say, I think it's great that the county council recognized Jeffrey Meshady for his mental attitude. The ordinance or the resolution didn't say that that young man dislocated his shoulder in a wrestling tournament, but he rehabbed really hard so he'd be able to participate in Crown Point's football season. But I want to say, I knew him when he was a little boy. My father was dying of cancer, and that little boy, when he was 5 years old, would go to my parents' house and help his mother shovel snow. So it's wonderful to see so many good things going on in Lake County.
Yes. Any council member have, no one else in the public, any council member have, anything like to speak on?
It's got new kids, it's never to run.
Madam Chair.
Yes.
First, I want to thank my colleagues here on the council for a very good and productive year. My first year on the council, I really enjoyed it. I enjoy the opportunity to get a lot of work done for the people here in Lake County, and I think everybody's got the same intentions up on this board. So I appreciate the opportunity to work with all of you this year. Also, I'm going to be introducing, I want to get on the next agenda some increased transparency measures. We've taken some steps this year to broadcasting all of these meetings on YouTube. House Enrolled Act 1167 from the 2023 legislature prescribes that by July 1 of 2025 that all meetings with internet capability be broadcasted and archived for at least 90 days of all governmental and quasi-governmental bodies. So I'd like to take that step ahead of time and start in 2024. It also includes the posting of all meeting agendas and memoranda, which would be our packets. So I think it's important for us to look at how we can take those measures ahead of time, be ahead of the curve on this, and start to take the next steps in transparency so the public can access our study sessions and our regular council meetings, as well as all the memoranda.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
I would like to wish everyone Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's. And I do agree with most of what Randy just said for Mr. Niemeyer. Some I don't, but I think it all should be looked at. And I certainly will be willing to assist the young ladies in terms of saying minutes are vague. But if you ask for 20 minutes, you probably did run into the pandemic. Most of 20 was the pandemic. Most places started around March of 2020. And I was serving on the Gary City Council. We really stopped meetings the governor stopped him. Some cases, he didn't stop him. He told we could do them a little odd with an executive order. But again, I've enjoyed the council. I'm sure I managed to be gabbled out of order in this council. And 9 other places, I've never been gabbled out of order. But I certainly can live with that. But I agree with Randy. I've enjoyed it. I think we have a pretty good council. And I think I said that earlier. Some people are a little funny to me the way they do stuff, but I can live with that also. And I'd like to also say thank you to the staff who have worked all of 23, at least with me. And I assume since they're still here, they must have did pretty good in 22 with the rest of the council. So again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, and hope you and your family have a very happy holiday. And certainly I apologize for being late. I was actually on my way to Highland to a party. I'm not sure. There's so many parties now, I'm getting just totally confused. And so what I'm doing is missing some of them, but theirs is not till tomorrow. But somehow I thought it was today. Thank you.
Any other council? Okay. Well, I'll say this, that the council since 2008 has had all of their meeting agendas and meeting minutes available on the county's website for view. And I believe we're as one of the bodies of government that is very transparent and have recorded our meetings and such. I want to thank our staff for assisting me during this term of sitting as acting president in place of Councilman Brown, and my colleagues as well. But I know we've had some ups and downs here at the county, but we've trowed through them, and I think 24 is going to be a greater year than this year. We were able to assist many cities and towns with art funds to help with their projects, and we want to say we have a balanced budget. But yeah, it's been a good year. So I thank all of you, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everyone. And thanks, and to our attorneys as well. All of we're a great team. We work very well together. Anybody else? Motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
All right, motion made. All in favor?
Aye.
Well,